we played a lot of young guys today, and some guys were banged up, and I thought it's a team win. We gave the game ball to our strength and conditioning room, because those guys kept working. Our guys got them bigger, stronger, and faster. And but the players were gritty, and they played hard and played with a lot of toughness. And I was really pleased with their effort. But more than anything, just pleased with how immensely strong they were throughout this game. They just kept believing and kept competing, and it just worked out in our favor. And we're happy to have the win.
Kalani, where would you rank that win in your coaching career?
What was that?
Where would you rank that win in your career?
All I care about is that we won that game. I don't rank anything. I mean, wins are hard to come by, so I love them all. They're like my children. I don't have a favorite. I'll take them any way I can, get the wins any way I can. So, this really isn't about me as a coach. This is about what our players worked hard for and they were prepared for, and our coaches, they did a lot of hard work. And shoot, I just had the best seat in the house. That's all I did, and just a lot of credit to Coach Grimes and the game plan our offense had. Really happy with the way we ran the ball. We had some drives get stalled, but this is a great team that we're going against, and we just kept sticking with it. There's energy on the sideline, and we just have to play like that every week. We have another game next week, and we got to put this one away, fix the things that we made, the mistakes that we made, and have a better chance to win next week as well. So, but we're going to enjoy it. That's we won the game, so we got to enjoy it and show our guys that it's a lot of fun when you win. But just got to get back to work as soon as we can and get ready for the next week.
How big was it to get the field goal right after Wisconsin scored? You answered right away.
Yeah, I mean that's. I thought we had a big run, I believe, on it. Squally busted a big one, and we had just that whole Skyler coming back and kicking field goal, making it after he missed one, and we're roughly around the same area. It was kind of a bad snap, and Gavin Fowler, who's a guy that's been solid for us for so many years, and just always been a guy that's a team guy, really goes unnoticed what he does, and he takes it seriously, and that was what won the game, is that he took the air snap, put it down calmly, and let Skyler kick it fully, and we made the kick. That's just things like that. Everybody from throwing blocks and making plays and being in the right spot. We made mistakes, but the guys' effort and everyone doing their job is what won the game for us.
Talk about the decision when they're lining up for the game-tying field goal to try and ice him versus trying to save the timeouts to maybe drive back down the field. How did you kind of come to the decision to do it?
I believe there's like 41 seconds left, and so I was happy with just going to overtime. We had 3 timeouts. I don't know if this is that type of game where we're going to line it up and smack and throw the ball in 40 seconds. Maybe, but at that moment I didn't feel it. I felt like we can go to overtime and it'll be fine if he makes this, but we're going to at least try to stall it. More than anything, I wanted to get our defense rested. They were tired. It was a long drive, and so I took the time out to get them rested. And I saw Corbin was still huffing and puffing and after the timeout, and I thought, okay, let's take another one to get him fresh. That was the main reason. It wasn't to freeze the kicker, but the Wisconsin fans started booing, which only helped our cause anyways. The whole goal was to get them to think about it a little bit longer, and it just worked out. But more than anything, I just wanted to rest our players and get them a good push on the block. And just really just theatrics, I was going to take the last one, but I just thought, let's just change up the pattern a little bit and make them kick it. But that had nothing to do with what I did at the time. It had all to do with how we were in the game because our players and how hard they worked.
Could you talk a little bit about Squally and Hefel and the plays that they made for you and why?
Yeah, we made a conscious decision to spread the run out a little bit more, right? And Squally was hitting some runs because we were doing a lot of good things with the jet sweep, and we mixed it up, and it was there at times and not there at times, but we had to keep the defense honest. And once we did that, Squally was able to pop some big ones. I don't know what he got, but yeah, maybe we should have given Squally a little bit more. But I just like the fact that we spread it out and everybody had a hand in the run game, and then we have to make them all defend everybody, and that means that the jet sweep's a big part of what we do. And so, yeah, I thought running wise, I was pleased with how we were doing. I just got to get out on defense, got to get out third downs, get out drives. We did that enough against a great team, and then on offense, just keep it going. I mean, those guys, we made some mistakes, but guys stuck with it and kept trying. We have to run the ball. That's our deal. I just talked about how much we admire what Wisconsin does. Well, we got our guys beefed up and bigger and stronger, and We exhaust a lot of scholarships in O-line and D-line to get our guys that big. I mean, the only thing we don't have is the cheese that they have here to beef up our guys with. So, but yeah, just admire what they did, and I really think it's a good system, you know, and that's why we were able to play their type of game, and it was an old school game, and we had a lot of fun doing it.
You get really emotionally invested in the games. What was that like, watching them make that kick the field goal and have it sail wide, and know that barring something bizarre, you'd won the game?
I mean, that was fun, but it's unfortunate that someone worked. I mean, their kicker works hard too, you know. So unfortunate someone has to make mistakes, and we made plenty of them. We missed the field goal too, you know. But it just sucks that it comes down to that for that young man. But they're a strong group and they're a strong team, and there's a lot left in the season, and those guys will bounce back. And we need to get this win over with and move on and get on to the next game, because we can't just sit on this win, and we can't let it affect the preparation for next week.
What would you say the difference of the guys who were on offense last year to the guys who are different on offense this year? What's the difference in those guys?
Our players?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a year older, and they worked hard. I mean, that's why we gave the game ball to our strength conditioning crew and our nutritionists, because they worked hard. They took a conscious effort just to make themselves bigger and stronger, you know, and that had to happen with hard work. And unfortunately, we had a tough season last year, and the guys just wanted to go to work, and I'm just glad it paid off. You know, that's a great motivator to have all your hard work pay off in wins. And so I'm just really pleased with the way our guys played.
Without looking at the film, could you describe what you were seeing in the line of scrimmage, both sides, offense and defense, from that close?
I thought we were hanging in there, you know, for a team that's super physical and big and hangs their hat on the run game and stopping the run. I thought we were hanging in there, and the longer we hung in there, and more games we played, the more plays we kept playing. I felt the guys getting more stronger and feeling some momentum and starting to believe that they can hang up there. I mean, these guys were monsters last year, you know, and having Heisman candidate as a running back is just another challenge. It just seems like they have so much going for them, and we just wanted to win the line of scrimmage and be physical, you know. So I thought we were physical. I had to watch the film, but I thought we just hung in there, especially on the defensive side. We beefed up a little bit and used some of our bigger players because that's what was required this week, you know. So we had a lot of guys rotating and playing different positions, but I think Coach Sitake had a great game plan, and he and his staff did an amazing job at trying to contain this offense that can be really explosive, and they do really well with the run game. I don't remember really popping any big ones. We had a couple big plays, but not anything too crazy for Taylor to run down for big touchdowns.
Who are some of the bigger guys that you used that we may not have noticed?
Just everybody on the D line that weighs over 280, basically. You know.
Names?
Yeah, we had. I mean, just looking at the roster with all our D linemen, they all played. So, you know, I guess I'd go over the roster, but we used a lot of D linemen and kept them fresh and tried to keep them in there. And I thought Corbin, let's look at Corbin right now. He's a different person than he was last year. You know what I mean? He's bigger, he's stronger. That helped out. But we had a lot of guys, a lot of freshmen contributing to this win too, on both sides of the ball and on special teams.
Without Butch, you really needed the other linebackers to step up, and the guys who filled his role, but particularly it seemed like Shone and Zane made some really key plays throughout the entire game.
Oh yeah, and then, you know, Sione Takitaki and Zane Anderson did a great job, and Isaiah Kafusi came in and rotated a little bit. It's a physical game. I mean, even though the play numbers aren't really that big, there's just a bunch of beef pushing you around, you know what I mean? And so it's taxing on you, and we had to keep guys fresh. We used Adam Pulsifer, Rhett Sandlin, you know, Isaiah Kafusi, and Riggs Powell. We used those guys also. Yeah, I think last year we just kind of tried to stick with the guys in there, and Butch unfortunately couldn't go, you know, and we kind of knew that ahead of time, probably around Tuesday or Wednesday, so we started preparing the other young guys to play this game, and I thought they did some good things. They're just sound tacklers, you know. Got a little exhausted a little bit on some long drives, but yeah, the guys played hard, and I was really proud of them, and we had to use a bunch of them.
How much mental
Last couple
toughness?
questions.
How much mental toughness did it have to take from Skylar to be able to rebound from? You gave him the shot at the 52-yarder, but then he rebounded so well, and for a freshman to do that is
I really
pretty
wanted
impressive.
to go for it on the first field goal attempt, and he wanted it, so I gave it to him. And after he missed, I told him, "You get ready, hand, because we're going to go right back to you." And he's such a mentally strong kid. I mean, I'm glad he's here, and like I said, Gavin did an amazing job holding that ball and good protection. So yeah, it was fun, man. That was a great game. It was a lot of fun. We had so much fun on the sideline. It was just the entire game. We just having a great time and not worried about the score, just playing hard and trusting each other. And these guys believed, and that's we got to keep it rolling.
How much,
Last couple questions
just along that line, how rewarding is that for you, having seen a lot of these guys go through the downturn and try and rebound after last week even, but to see them having that much fun playing a game against a really good team?
Yeah, I think we play better when we let loose and have fun, you know, and don't put a lot of pressure on them. But I think also they need to just realize how well prepared they are. You know, there's a lot of you know, what ifs, and they raced out, and we talked about it. We trained these guys. We met with people in the off season. We met with Trevor Reagan and did a lot of his train ugly stuff to prepare our guys mentally for this, and then we worked extremely hard, the physical part of what we do as a team. In the off season, we practiced different. We went live quite a bit in fall camp and in spring ball, but that's just what we did to organize it. The players stuck with it and worked hard and did all that extra time. They're saying it on the sideline that this is what we did all our extra time for our player run practices. This is exactly the moment that we've been waiting for, and that's all them. It had nothing to do with me. It's just how hard they work at it.
Last question.
How confident were you in that play with Leva throwing the touchdown pass to Moroni?
I was confident with it because the offensive coaches felt great about it, and Leva made a great play, and I think they heard it. And you know me, I like trick plays and I like that kind of stuff. I mean, I like going for it on fourth down and everything. So if we're going to practice it, we better call it, and that's what we do. We practice, and when you call it, the players have a lot of confidence, even if it doesn't work. The players have a lot of confidence because of it.
All right, thank you.